Well, a fine good morning all. This is Patricia and I am traveling for history. I'm at the Calvin Coolidge State Historic Site in Plymouth, Vermont today. And this building in front of us that we get to go into is the One-Room Schoolhouse. In fact, it's next to the cheese factory. The schoolhouse was built about in 1890. It replaced the stone schoolhouse that Calvin Coolidge attended until he graduated 8th grade in 1885. Stones from the earlier school were reused as the foundation for the present structure. This building is now used for school programs at the site and is not open to the public on a daily basis. All right, so let's go ahead and walk in. Just note that it's a fairly steady hill to come up here, which is why I am breathless. There is a handicap ramp, by the way. We can see information here about the Plymouth Notch Schoolhouse. We can see it was stone. This is Calvin Coolidge in 1890. At the time of his graduation from Black River Academy, a private high school located in Ludlow, Vermont, which is this building right here. Coolidge went on to obtain a collegiate education from Amherst College in Massachusetts. I'll back up a bit. This is an opportunity for you to take the Can You Pass an 8th grade exam? Let's see, you may need to, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it justice with my camera, but maybe. You can certainly pause the video and take the exam. Admittedly, it's been forever. I don't remember that stuff anymore. Says here, quote, the little stone schoolhouse, which had unpainted benches and desks wide enough to seat two, was attended by about 25 scholars. Few, if any, of my teachers reached the standard now required by all public schools. They qualified by examination before the town superintendent. I first took this examination and passed it at the age of 13, and my sister Abby passed it and taught a term of school in a neighboring town when she was 12 years old. My teachers were young women from neighboring communities, except sometimes when a man was employed for the winter term. They were all intelligent, of good character, and interested in their work. I do not feel that the quality of their instruction was in any way inferior. The common school subjects were taught, with grammar and United States history, so that when I was 13, I had mastered them all and went to Black River Academy at Ludlow. That was one of the greatest events of my life. The packing and preparation for it required more time and attention than collecting my belongings and preparation for leaving for the White House. The autobiography of Calvin Coolidge, published in 1829. Oh, can't go in. Last year it was open to walk into. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. You can see there is a blackboard, a chalkboard, and there's a Calvin Coolidge quote over there, which says, "Good citizenship is neither intricate nor involved. It is simple and direct. It is everyday common sense and justice." Quote unquote. Now we can see that these seats only hold one each. If you can see the circle on the desks, that was for an inkwell when you used a fountain pen. My mother talked about those kinds of desks and using inkwells when she was in school, and she had been born in 1936. When you can see there is a stove to heat the place, the teacher was responsible for making sure the stove was ready to go. We can see all these windows particularly this style here, which would have been added likely in the 1930s when the, at least in Vermont, schools were required to add windows to allow in more light and fresh air. Look at that. Would you want to study to an oil lamp? I don't recommend it. It's hard on the eyes. We would lose power sometimes at home, and I would study by, we would have oil lamps going, and they didn't throw much light. My first thought is that area that we can't get into, that there's a doorway right there. I'm not sure you can tell, but I bet you that was a coat, the coat room. Remember those? Hanging our jackets and sweaters and whatnot in the coat rack, on the coat rack. I remember that. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, no insulation. And I had to say, you know how old buildings are kind of cold? They're just kind of cold. Well, this could explain part of the reason. There is a bathroom. Looks like it's handicap friendly. Oh yeah, very much so. Huge room. Oh, that haunted house sound. And then, well, let's open it. Let's see if the door is unlocked. See if we can open it. Oh, it looks like it's... No, it's there's a stopper in there keeping us from opening it. But, oh, look at that. You see this window is on a hinge, so you can open this out. That would be attached, so you could keep the window open. Although there is this board here that would keep it only open a little bit, not a lot rather. Beautiful clapboard. You can see here how clapboard works. That's not the clapboard I'm thinking of. But anyway, but you would have to put this into the notch. So, all right. Well, this is Patricia. I'm traveling for history. Appreciate you coming along with me today. This is the One-Room Schoolhouse here at the Calvin Coolidge State Historic Site in Plymouth, Vermont. It's worth the drive and the visit. So, until I see you again, thanks so much for watching, and I shall see you soon. Bye now.